All right, folks, welcome to class. Here's what we're going to be working on today. This is the woodshop cut list, and you will need one of these in order to start any of your projects, and it will need to be filled out fully and completely. What's the first thing? Well, let's look right up here, start with our name, and my name is Chase Coop, and I am in periods 1 through 6. You will decide, obviously, to put your actual period relating to you. There we go. We've got name, period. Now, for something as simple as the salt and pepper shaker or the music box, you will only really need to put one item in here with a quantity of 3, because you're basically building 3 of the same pieces, and then down here in your project design sketches, you will sketch out how the 3 pieces are a little different from each other. I'll get to that next. All right, so description. I'm gonna go ahead and do the music box, because in the salt and pepper shaker video, I will do more thorough and in-depth work on this that you can follow along with as well. So for the speaker box, I'm gonna just put here, and I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way, speaker box. And I could probably even put the word in here, speaker box parts, if you want to. Now, the beauty of this, and I will have you go and measure the template, which I'll show you when you get into the wood shop, for the speaker box. For the standard one, it's going to be somewhere around 5 3/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And like I said, there's a top, middle, and bottom, so you will need 3. Okay, for things like the birdhouse, you'll have more items listed here, such as roof part 1, roof part 2, gable ends, sides, and bottom. So you'll use a few lines because they're all different lengths and widths, and then you will have different quantities as well. The sides and gables will have 2, the roof parts will have 1 each, and the bottom, obviously, you will only need 1 of those. All right, so without going too far into that, when you start watching your video on how to build the project, you may want to have this cut list with you so that you can start writing out the tools you see the teacher using. And he will have those labeled in the video, and I will also have, I will speak those tools out to you as I go. So this is where you fill out the section on what tools are required, and as you always know, you'll start with the fez tool, and then you can kind of put a comma and write the rest of them in there. I'm not going to belabor that nor give you all the answers right yet, so that's how that'll go. Then when it comes to the project design sketches, you kind of want to measure, kind of figure out, you know, if I know I need to fit 3 on here, the paper's 8 inches wide, maybe if I just make them all kind of 2 inches, which is a little less than half scale, but since it's equal, I'm just going to sketch this out. And okay, so there you have it. I've gone ahead and sketched out those 3, and technically I should have gotten rid of this line. So you should be hopefully doing that with a pencil. I was using a pen so that you could see it really clearly, and if I had a pencil I would erase that line, so it just is that U-shaped thing right there. Well, I guess it's an upside down U-shape. So the bottom's solid, the middle on this one has the cutout there, and then this has the cutout in the middle, which I will teach you how to do in not too long. So you'll be able to watch the video on that just after this, which tells you how to do all the details. So quick review, and you're going to have your description of what you're building, length and width, how many, talk about what tools you're going to need, and then you draw them out like this, and it might also help to just label these. On this particular project, it's not super critical because they're all the same, it's pretty easy. But on future projects, it might be nice so that I know you understand which dimensions are to which specific piece, and that'll get you your project quicker because I will not have as many questions if you can get that all filled out. All right, so that's how you want this thing to look. I'll just raise this up real quick. There you go. That's a nice cut sheet.